I don't know what you're worried about, Tim. Adelaide is a really easy city to drive around. And Levi Park Caravan Park is only a hop, step and a jump from the centre of town.
An easy drive it is, Brooke, and easy to find. But what you might be surprised to discover is the hidden gem in this ripping top tourist park.
Now tell me about this old historic house. I've never seen anything like this in the middle of a caravan park. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very unusual. This house was originally built in around approximately 1840. It's one of the first colonial residences in Adelaide. This main house is divided into 4 luxury suites. Each one of them has its own bathroom, kitchen, and its own private balcony, and they all overlook the river. So it's a lovely area.
The flowers, the roses, the grass is so green, so many beautiful trees right on the river.
We put a lot of effort into the grounds. The grounds are almost botanical-like. We get a lot of customers here compliment us on the grounds. And that's one of the reasons I keep coming back here. It's an oasis right in the middle of the city. You don't expect it to be like this. And we're on the banks of the River Torrens. You can walk to the city. It's a good half-hour, 40-minute walk along the walking paths. You can also cycle to the city. There's cycling paths just outside the park, all the way to the city, even to the beach.
Hey, Brooke, not everyone is going to walk or cycle into the city. Oh, Olympian. Lorraine and David, who have been caravanning for over 20 years, are much smarter and have another plan.
Going to go down to Glenelg on the tram. We've done that before and that's fun.
Yeah.
And the markets.
Going to have a ride on Popeye.
And where else are you heading on this trip?
Bendigo, Ballarat, Echuca. Love to see Echuca.
Well, there's a good parma in Bendigo, so I think they should hit the Shamrock for a parma.
OK, I'm hungry now. Hungry to find out more about this park from Marie and Ian.
Now, how many cabins have we got?
Got 40 in total, so 6 of the Vale House apartments and 34 normal cabins.
How many caravans can we fit?
We can fit 70. There's 70 powered sites here. 4 of them are en suite, so you have your own bathroom with 4 of those.
What about for those people who've got tents? I saw there's some fantastic spots right next to the river for them to set up a tent.
The tent sites are in one of the best locations. They're right along the riverbank. So when they set up there, they've got the riverbank right in front of them. They've got the birds chirping around in the trees. We've got lots of big trees here.
And lots of ducks.
And lots of ducks walking around, and even if you're lucky, you're looking up in the trees, you can even find the odd koala.
Levi Park is also dog-friendly, so animal lovers and cat haters have 2 great reasons to come and stay. The second reason, well, it's just a few more kilometres down the road. Come with me now.
Tim, I can't believe we're at Adelaide Zoo.
We're right in the middle of the city. It's freaky.
You know my favourite animal is the giraffe.
Oh, really? I thought it was the pigeon. Hey, anyway, no time for giraffes or pigeons. We're feeding the bears.
Adelaide Zoo runs breakfast with the bears 2 mornings a week. But before we put out their breakfast, it's treat time. So this is his morning treat.
In the wild, how do they get this?
They have to mash a lot of peanuts.
OK. Oh, come and get it. Ah! Crikey. That's the second longest tongue I've ever seen, bro.
And who has the longest?
I don't want to go into it. Enough of the sweet treats, Brookie. Keeper Mandy wants us to get the healthy food ready.
We need 5 apples each. 5 apples.
OK.
5 pears. A banana each.
They're vegetarians, though, aren't they? They're
No, they're
omnivores.
omnivores. They're omnivores.
Oh.
Twice a week they get a chook.
So we're sending them on a bit of a treasure hunt today, hiding some food.
It's very much like a treasure hunt because that's what they'd be doing in the wild. They would be spending most of their day foraging. So we're trying to mimic what they would do in the wild because otherwise they get very bored.
How intelligent are they?
They're very intelligent, they're very smart. They're probably very similar to a dog. I sort of refer to them a lot of times as like Labradors because they're very food orientated and they are very smart.
And not helpful to blind people, though. welcome to the salubrious and soon-to-be imitated Tim's Big Things. This week, we're in the Adelaide Hills, and I'm at the giant rocking horse. I don't want to be too mean to him in case his dad gets angry. Just under an hour south of Adelaide is McLaren Vale. It's one of Australia's premier winemaking regions, but for Brookie, it's arts for art's sake.
There's about 50 sculptures at any one time, various mediums and people from all over the place with different disciplines. And we're lucky enough to have a lot of South Australian artists and international artists who exhibit stuff all over the world. Probably one of the best ones being Greg Johns, who has got the very large sculpture you can see at the back of the forest here. And it's a constantly evolving thing. If you come back here in 2 months, it'll be very different to the way it is today because there's sculptures that come and go.
Now, what does Bella Cosa mean?
It means beautiful thing, which translates across a couple of languages.
What else is on offer?
Well, we've got a great selection of wines and we also do tapas.
Wines and tapas? I do feel like I'm in Europe.
Yeah.
Let's go and check it out.
Okay. It's all local produce. Everything we've got here is really mainly from South Australia.
James, what are we drinking today?
Well, this is sangria, a recipe which I brought back from Spain, which consists in a mixture of different Mediterranean wines, and it's mixed with fruit and some cinnamon and a couple of other ingredients.
But I really want to know what that is.
Well, this here is a peron, something that you'll probably find at every Spanish festival or party that you ever go to, which is a lot of fun. You can use it to pour wine quite simply like that. But there's a much funnier way to do it, which is a lot of fun, which I'd like to show you.
Okay. What? That's amazing, James. Unbelievable.
Thank you very much.
So that's how it's done. Oh, that's nice.
The Edinburgh Hotel here is only like 2 minutes walk from the caravan park.
And it was built in 1869.
Oh my God! How cool is this?
Can it do a parma?
Well, I hope the parma's fresher than the pub.
Tim, I'm so excited because I've heard they do a lot of these parmas, like almost 80 a day.
Yeah, let's have a look at it, bro.
Well, I've spoken to Chef.
Yes.
And free-range chicken.
Yep.
But what they like to do is not deep fry it. So it's a healthy parma today, which of course, you know me.
I know. So it's grilled.
So they grill it instead.
And all local produce, Brookie. And they like to have a Greek salad. Wow.
Take a look at that.
They do their own tomato sauce, secret recipe. Chef wouldn't tell.
There's a lot of cheese on there, but
Okay.
no ham today. Will you be hard with your scoring? Parma time.
Parma time. Oh, here we go. Look at that chicken, Brookie. It's just so, look at that. Just so well cooked.
You liking it with your Greek salad? Chips on the side. No ham today, but it is a very healthy parma.
It's grilled, it's really well cooked. The flavours it is absolutely beautiful, and it is crying for a bit of ham. It really is. It's like, can you hear that?
It's now time to rate the parma.
Okay. On the count of three?
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. An 8-point-nothing.
I'm rating it a 7. Again, no ham, but a great parma and really good value.
I would have rated it as highly as maybe the Shamrock in Bendigo if it had a bit of ham. Let's check out the Discover Down Under Parma leaderboard. The Edinburgh Tavern goes into the top 5, but no one is coming close to the gorgeous Shamrock in Bendigo. Is that parma unbeatable?
Tim, it looks like you're having a great time, but make sure you bring me back a bottle of wine. Now, if you love an off-road camper trailer as much as I do, this week you won't be disappointed. We've got the Adventure Off-Road Camper. It's called the Akarula. It's by Adventure Off-Road Campers, and they definitely haven't disappointed. We've been optioned up with a rooftop basket, a boat rack, plenty of space for your tinny, kids' bikes, firewood, even your surfboards. Underneath the checker plate, you can put your Waco fridge. But the best thing is that you can hire it before you buy it. But let me show you the kitchen. It's great. Adventure Off-Road Campers has taken it to a whole new level with this fantastic rollout awning. Within minutes, you can be out of the elements and preparing dinner. What a great spacious kitchen. We've got 2-burner gas stove and grill, a laminated workbench, which is just huge. Again, plenty of storage for your kitchen staples, 240 volts of power, 86-litre water tank. And what about the LED lights? With the Mozzie option. Check it out, Tim, a Tim-size bed. That's right, it's king size. I think I'll stay here until you bring me that bottle of wine.
Thanks, Brookie. Have a good day.
Tim is always one step ahead of me, and I've now become his designated driver for his visit to a McLaren Vale legend.
I'm going to have a bit of a taste with the head winemaker. Paul, is that your title?
That is my title, Tim. Yeah, so there's a great team, 2 other winemakers that work with me and 5 in the cellar, so a great winemaking team.
You are in a red region, aren't you?
Yeah, look, I think McLaren Vale internationally is really known for its red wines and probably most notably Shiraz, but I think at a world standard, Cabernet Sauvignon and Grenache we make incredibly well as well.
What we should do without any further ado is try one of your beautiful wines. Let's try the Catapult Shiraz, because this is what I'm here for. I'm mad on the Shiraz of this region. What is the story behind Catapult?
Look, Tim, Greg Trott, who is our second founder of Wirra Wirra, is probably a bit like you, who's quite a character, and he was very fascinated by trebuchets, or the ancient siege machines used in wars, and after many years, Wirra finally got a catapult made. It's over 3 stories high and can shoot a watermelon over 150 metres.
Oh, come on, Tim, fire the catapult. You know you want to.
Hold your horses, Brookie. I've got to drink the wine first. Mate, this is a ripping Shiraz. It is absolute ripper. My, oh, my. Oh, crikey.
With this style of Shiraz, it's very perfumed, and so those aromatics are incredibly catchy, and it's got this lovely juiciness and fleshiness, so there's a lovely brightness to it on the palate, and so it's certainly a wine that a lot of people come to Wirra for.
Tim, fire the catapult. I can see it in your eyes. You so want to.
Brooke, softly, softly, catchy monkey. I'm doing a wine tasting. And last up, we've got the Angelus, which is
100% Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
And named after the Angelus bell, which sits above the winery, and we ring whenever guests visit.
Okay, so this is basically the bell wine.
That's right. Have a look at it, Tim, and tell me what you think.
All right, give me a taste. I don't know the drinker, but the wine rings a bell.
Tim, don't make me come down there. Fire the catapult.
Here we go. 1, 2, sucked in. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Every day. Every single day. If ever you need someone to do that, oh yeah, that is fantastic. That was...
might think a little place called Brownhill Creek would be nestled in the hills far away from a major city, but you'd be very wrong. Brownhill Creek Tourist Park is only 7 k's from the centre of Adelaide. That's right, 7 k's.
Gav, it's absolutely glorious, and we're in the centre of Adelaide. Like, really, we shouldn't call it Brownhill Creek. We shouldn't call it the Brownhill Creek Tourist Park. We should be calling it the centre of the city tourist park.
Yeah, or pretty close. It is still, in my opinion, the closest and easiest park to get into the city from.
Brownhill Creek is not only close to the city, it's also close to home for some travellers.
So you guys basically own a house that overlooks this caravan park.
Pretty close, yeah.
Pretty much. It's just back slightly.
That's right.
Okay, you guys have obviously travelled. Best parma you guys have had. What do you reckon? I'm going to ask you for a parma rating.
Parma.
A parma.
What's a parma?
A parmigiana, chicken parmigiana.
Oh, well, that's it. Oh, chicken parma. Where was it that we had it? There was one down in, it was just out of Trout Creek. It was Lake Leak.
Yes.
Out of, just out of Scamander. Old pub. Timber frame,
Yep.
timber outside, big fire.
And rate it 1 out of 10 for both of you. 1 out of 10.
Probably 8.
Yeah, and for you?
Yeah, 8.5.
8.5. Okay. Ouch, they're hardcore. You've got some great cabins, seriously, from the full range all the way up to some luxury cabins.
You're not wrong there, Tim. Brownhill Creek has over 20 cabins, but check out what I found.
How?
By walking around the park.
No, I mean how. Small smiling otter. I'm loving just your buildings and they're just behind you, and if we look over, they are really pretty buildings.
We need to keep those buildings as they are, these buildings here, and maintain those because they're heritage listed.
Oh, and they're beautiful.
And there's some debate that we're one of, if not the oldest, recreation tourist park in Australia. There's tons of history here, you know, the Monarch of the Glen, which the old gum tree there, which
That is just amazing.
you know, our answer to the one down the bay.
I reckon that if I drove into this park, I'd be gobsmacked because what an experience.
It's pretty all year round, and I can't see myself ever getting tired of it.